Hello everybody, welcome to my drumming world. Stamatis here from SK Drumming, and on today we have another episode of Q&A and communication. I want to thank you for your participation on the first episode. Hope to see more of you posting your questions, communicating with me, communicating with each other. And today is Monday, and one new thing that I want to share with you is about this question and answer section. To keep things sane, from each episode posted, the episodes are being posted every Friday. So I will wait till Monday, and Monday I will concentrate your questions and come back with answers on an episode that will be posted on Friday. Well, why this happens? Well, this happens because this is not my job. I have to attend on many things to get my money for living. And that does not leave me a great amount of time to track this episode on time on Friday and also do an editing and whatever else is needed to post it on time. Another new thing that happened this week was the running free drum cover that I posted, and that has been done with zero preparation at all. It was a song that, of course, I have played it numerous of times and was fresh to my mind as a song structure, and that came easy to track it. So let's get started with your questions. First question was from Loch Ness drummer Mike Wagner. Am I pronounced it correctly, brother? Apologies for any mistakes I do with your names, as not sure somebody has something different on their names pronouncing, etc., etc. Apologies if that happens. Well, Mike Wagner said, what made you decide to become a drummer? And does music run in your family? So, my dear friend Mike, I will start with the first of the two questions you posted, as it's the shortest one, and it's the second one. In my family, so far as I know, there are no musical roots to, let's say, inherit the DNA from an ancestor and start developing from that. Although the music touched me since the 8th year of my life, where my music journey began. What made me become a drummer? As in my previous question said, being a drummer was something that from my very early age, I was seeing the drums and I was curious how the pedal operates, how the hi-hat operates, and does it open, does it close, why the snare sounds like that and the other drums do not, and many other things like that. But was the instrument that caught my curiosity, even when I was a small child. Later on, when I started my musical journey at my 8th year old, starting playing guitar. Eventually I play guitar more years than I play drums, but not at the same level, unfortunately. I started with a classical guitar, and at about 14 or 15 years old, I sat first time on a drum set. That experience is still in my mind and changed everything in the perspective that how I see, how I listen to music. I started focusing on that instrument and won a special place in my heart. When I finished up the solfege years, which is the most elementary, let's say, music theory classes, in order to have a global music theory knowledge, what's a scale, what are the intervals, what is a third minor, what are the sharps, what are the flats, and many things like that, which I assume that some of you already know, some others may not. And I challenge you, it's a good thing to know. Even if you are old, it's not too late to start learning music theory. It will broaden up your horizons. So I'm closing that parenthesis, and when I finished up those solfege classes, I already had an image of myself being a drummer. I already took lessons for drums, learned how to read the sheet, some basic technique that the instructor at that time was able to show me, as in the city that I was living, there was no drumming instructor, which means that I was occasionally taking lessons from here and there, who was able to teach me new things. A good friend came into my life and changed that, and was Sakis Fotiadis. Saki, thank you very much for that. And after my army obligations, went to a conservatory and then started officially my drumming journey. Having a theory background, studying also at the same time classical orchestra percussion, as there was no separate drumming class dedicated only to drums. Drums was a part of the classical music percussion classes in my country, and finally took the degree. So, to summarize, what made me? Curiosity of how that instrument is being played at the age of, let's say, 5 years old, 6 years old or so. And thank you, Mike, for your question. Next question is Brian Gribben. Some of you may know Brian. Brian and I did a couple of Dream Theater songs, drum collaboration with two drummers. You can check them out. They are in my channel as well as there are in Brian's channel as well. And Brian said, good idea, brother. I've been thinking of doing something similar for next month. Here's my question. What advice would you give to novice drummers? Well, some of us may look advanced to some others and may look like a beginner to some other drummers. And that's not only in drumming, in many aspects of life. My advice, keep on focusing on what you do, love what you do, live through what you do, and enjoy the journey. Drumming has a start, has many stationary points on where you decide to go, at which level, and all of this is a magic journey. Enjoy that journey, every single second of it. It's important. Life is too short. Don't waste it. Next question is from Will's Drum Covers. Will said, hey dude, awesome video. I've got a question. As a young drummer, like myself, do you have any advice for turning drumming hobby into actual career? Many thanks, dude. Well, career and hobby are two different things. Okay. In order to be successful on what you do is to love it, which means that if this is a hobby, first of all, you have to make an image of yourself, on how you imagine yourself to be in your life. Being a pro drummer, it's not something that it's hard to achieve. But being a pro drummer and having a career over your drum set, you may have to deal with music genres that are not so pleasant for you to play, but once you hired, you go through the process and you play them. You may need to sacrifice time and time from your friends, time from having fun. For sure, drumming is having fun, but it's also a solitary game that you play on your own. When you are at certain level, then you start pinging others around you in order to find some jobs or some gigs to attend or some tracking sessions. For sure, all of these need devotion and time. And also, you have to pay attention to every single detail of your playing in order to be able to control everything. Yeah, if a hair metal band hires you, for example, things are easy, tend to be easy, yeah. And no great skills are needed. Just because if you can lock with a metronome, everything's fine. But what happens if an advanced band hires you and requires things from you? So, turning your hobby into a career means that you love it, you are a perfectionist, you devote great amount of time on correcting those small little details that your ear or maybe your instructor will tell you that need correction, and look forward for the future for any opportunities that you might take. And never get disappointed from any failures. All of us who, let's say, are in the drumming area for more than 20 or 30 years, we failed. The one that has not been failed has not been succeeded to anything, because has never tried something. You always try, fail, and move forward. Hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for your question, Will. And as the questions have finished, I remind you that on next Friday there will be another episode. Don't be shy, share your questions. For sure, this is a drumming channel, and some of you may think only about drumming aspects. You can ask me out of drumming anything you want, not just drumming. You can ask me about my sound, about my tuning, about everything you might think or thought that you want to ask me. The purpose of those episodes is to get in touch with you, to know you better, to know me better, and to have fun. For those that have landed in this video for the first time, yeah, you are in the correct place. You are in a drumming channel. Check out my content. Thank you for coming by. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like the video. And do not forget to navigate through the rest of my videos and check them out once you have the free time. Anyway, to all of you that watching this video, thank you very much, and see you next Friday with new answers, new questions. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next Friday. Bye everybody.